Oh, that's a lot of Sky Striker for this OTS championship. Well, make sure you guys smash the living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more content. So Cosmic TCG reached out to me and said, hey, here is our top cut for our event. You know, you might find some of this a little bit interesting to talk about. And I most certainly am very intrigued with this top cut, because when you see two Sky Striker duelists running around in a top cut, you know, you kind of get a little bit curious as to, you know, what surprises that this meta has going for it and what challenges they had to overcome to actually make it into a top 8 seeding. So I find that kind of is interesting. Now, we do have also two Dracotail. Now, Dracotail is by far, I think, one of the more strong challengers that we have constantly seen just kind of overturning a lot of the power within this meta, which is actually kind of cool to see. And then there was Ryzel. Now, Ryzel overcame a lot of adversity for this event, actually winning the event. This is without Protos, this is without, you know, all of those little stinky little floodgate monsters that, you know, you tend to see kind of running around within these metas. No, we didn't need those. Now, we also had Yummy Mitsurugi and Pure Mitsurugi. Both of these decks are standard competitors that we do see entering into a lot of these events. And I mean, Yummy Mitsu is definitely going to be one of those fighters that's going to be looking to challenge a lot of the meta. And we also did have a Maliss deck kind of bringing up the rear here. Maliss is also still very, very strong as a competitor. This deck is able just to do so much and build up such crazy little fields that it's honestly kind of impressive just for what you could see here. So this event I find to be quite an interesting little show. So let's pass on over to deck list. All right, so starting things off here, you're going to notice a nice little hilarious card down here in the side deck. We have Vanity's Call in the side deck for this? I guess Chain Link 4 or higher, pay half and slam down everything on the Chain Link is an interesting thing, but I'm surprised to see that they're doing this. I also do see that, you know, with the loss of Protos, we've kind of had to go look to other tools to necessarily fix up some of the problems within the space. And I mean, I think Ascantos is good enough to be that replacement. So, you know, even for all the little bits and pieces that we have seen with the rank 4 current turbo toolbox, to see that, you know, this deck is still holding on and, you know, it has been able to slot in additional extra cards to, you know, alleviate this. Also, no Harpy's Featherstorm in this list. I mean, who needs it when you have the Unbreakable Exceed Barrier? Next up here, boy, ye old Dracotail. Going with the 2 Fallen and the Virtuous, which I feel like this is a pretty normal thing at this point. Most of these variants, I mean, you're going to be playing the branded stuff anyway, just because you want to be able to get this deck set up, be able to have the options, and kind of go with it, which is going to feel kind of strong. You're also going to notice down here, we have Yield Double, or all the Molcharmies in the world. Holy crap. We also do have the Quackimera Draco. This should be a staple at this point if you're looking to play his deck, because bringing it off of Spheres just feels so good. Who doesn't love floodgating the opponent out of the game just on the crackback of, well, nice normal summon. I'm going to go ahead and Spheres off, bring out this 0/0, and your turn should effectively now be over because you have 0 counterplay left. I also do love the fact that, you know, getting one Fenrir into an extra Fenrir just turns into a fusion material for the extra. It seems so good. Next up here, we have ye old Yummy Mitsurugi. Now, because we are playing Futsu, you do get to extend out and play the extra 2 bad names. This is always going to be how this deck works, all right? If you're going to go with the basic 4 package, you're just going to play the Saji. Congratulations, you've got your deck build set up. But if you do want to play Futsu on that off opportunity that you're like, hey, you know, getting the extra bodies pulled up is really, really strong, then you extend into this. Your Yummy package is absolutely absolutely standard. We do have Drolls. Droll is such a stupid card right now. Being able to slam down Droll and just turn skip your opponent after they've tried to engage in one search is pretty strong. We do also see, somebody's actually side decking the Anti-Spell Fragrance. I cannot tell you the last time I saw Anti-Spell showing up within list, but it is kind of refreshing to actually see this good card doing its job. So, a pretty standard meta deck. Next up here, we have more of your Dracotail, going with the one Pan, one Agurla, one Frixel is fine. You do cosmically see that we're going with the 2 Fallen and the Virtuous, 1/1/1 on the traps. This build is also playing a Radion, which is kind of cute, actually. I actually appreciate the fact of having Radion here, because, you know, you can hand it to your opponent, bounce it back to your hand, kaiju over something again. It gives this deck a kind of unfair little advantage because Arthalion's little bouncing effect turns into some cheesy little bullshit. But alas, it's pretty good. I also do see this list is breaking the mold here. We're playing double Albaz. 99% of these lists have just been like, yeah, just play one Albaz. It's usually good enough, but you do have the little extra gas here that this deck is going with, so I think that you can afford the extra little slots for it. Next up here, Sky Strikers. All right, so we are playing actually jamming waves in the main deck. That's kind of crazy. I guess to pop a back row and then shoot through something in the front row ends up being pretty good. We're going with the triple Fallen and the Virtuous. This has become a very normalized thing in this deck. Specific spot removal and the ability to pull out another extra card is incredibly valuable. I do see we have Super Poly access into Secretarian Dragon. But then you're going to notice we're playing Cloak and Dagger. Declare a monster card name. If your opponent normal or special summons or flips that monster face up, remove that monsters and this card from play. Okay, we've also got the Network Trap Hole in here, and we've got non-fusion areas. What a combination of things. I just find it funny to actually see Cloak and Dagger actually showing up. That is beautiful. Next up here we have Maliss. Now, Maliss doesn't get super exciting as you would kind of want it to, because most of what this deck's going to do, it's just standard link climbing. I do see that we are playing the D-Save Worm because we do have the Neo Tempest Terahertz in here, which does feel kind of like a normal thing. We also do get to see Deck Devastation Virus being in full swing here. I mean, hey, any Dark Monster 2000 more attack, well, I mean, shucky darn, I can't imagine that all of my Maliss monsters would meet the requirement for that, and I could just bestial it on out and have it hop back onto the field. No way! Yeah, it actually is a funny thing. Also, we are going with all of the traps now. And, of course, you do get to see the Code of the Soul. This was something that I saw the OCG messing around with, and it does look like it has started to become a little bit of an objective here in the TCG. Interesting. More Sky Striker action. Now, I do see that this build has chosen to play the chicken game, which is not surprising. I do think that this card, when you do get it off of the ground, does feel pretty good for, you know, just the little free advantage. Of course, Triple Fallen. We do have the Jamming Waves in here as well. Your extra deck, I love this, man. Just 2 Albion and 1 Alba Lenitus. I mean, this is fine, right? You're just going to be pulling for whatever tools you need. We're also side decking an additional Jamming Waves. Okay, I guess. Who needs Afterburners? I guess once again, it really depends on what your local environment is going to be for the, you know, the decisions and things that you're going to want to be building into these decks. So, all right, I like this. And then our last list here is some Mitsurugi sporting off the extra Foolish Burial, paying half to dump down Herald to get a search off of it is actually kind of wonderful, because this just inadvertently turns into an additional 1-card package for the Mitsurugi madness to kind of unfold. This is why we love full Mitsurugi good stuff. Also are playing Denko Sekka down here. This has become a pretty normal thing, I feel like, at this point. just being able to make it so your opponent actually can't use their back row is beautiful. Also, hello Megatama and friends. Yeah, this looks pretty good. So what do you guys think about these interesting lists? Please leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here later in the day, guys. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.